What is unethical as fuck, but is extremely common practice in the business world? Submitted by IllCreme. Firing a manager, then dumping their responsibilities on a regular worker with no pay raise. Not paying invoices until you've been chased multiple times. As standard policy. I worked as a fraud investigator at a bank. We have rules and laws that we have to abide by, or the company got fined. I had a higher up, probably second or third tier from CEO, tell us explicitly that there are no exceptions to the rules except for our more affluent customers. I hate how convoluted it is to cancel a gym membership in most places. It's super shady. Sometimes you have to mail a letter to the company's headquarters. Canceling at the gym isn't enough. Lots of people have gotten bills months later even though they were told over and over it was complete. Chronically and purposely understaffing. Looking at you, retail and assisted living companies. When I worked part-time at Sam's Club, the manager was intentionally cutting our hours back to take away from our bonus and add to his at the end of the year. Raising prices before putting items on sale. The multitudes of ways in which work life bleeds into personal life, and you're expected to just accept that, and worse, actively embrace it. Else you're perceived as someone who doesn't want to get ahead or otherwise isn't as valued as the person who does. The company will always try and get more free time from you, but far less than always, bordering on never, actually give you back what that extra time costs. Strongly encouraging employees to not share their salaries with one another so that you can play favorites without anyone finding out. Purposefully giving part-time employees erratic schedules so they can't take on a second job. I don't know about unethical as fuck, but going through the motions of pretending to entertain outside candidates when you've already decided on who internally will get the job wastes everyone's time. Treating people bad to make them quit the job because you don't have the balls to fire them, or you are afraid that the word your company can fire someone anytime will spread and you will lose control. Unpaid overtime, more colloquially referred to as being on salary. Hiding fees until the service is provided. Unpaid internships are supposed to be on-site learning opportunities but are often just slave labor. This one was invented by Walmart. But I know that Home Depot does it too. I am sure other larger companies do it as well. 1. Place an order with a legally crafted purchase order. One of the T&C is that the company reserves the right to cancel the order at any time for any reason. 2. The smaller company receiving the PO is all excited and they go ahead to fill the order. This often involves paying out or borrowing money in order to fulfill the order. 3. After the product is ready to be shipped, the buyer calls the company saying stuff like, "The pricing need work. We can't make money at this price point. We need some concessions." Practically they negotiate a lower price that results in the seller working for very little money. Barely breaking even. Losing money on the order. At times so badly to go out of business. Read the story of Lassick. https www.fastcompany.com/47593/wall-mart-u-don't-know. Not telling employees that the company or division has a planned date to shut down, then letting them go the day of. This happens everywhere from major mega corporations to mom-and-pop restaurants. There are reasons as to why. Given that there's still money to be made up until the last minute and you don't want your employees to slack off. And while obviously it's devastating to the employees who get laid off, it can also be pretty bad to the employees aren't getting laid off but have to be told ahead of time and can't say anything. Using a bid process to get competitive information and then use it to negotiate a deal instead of awarding the bid you advertised. Loyalty is punished by laying the most work on the most productive, while overlooking these workers for promotions. My old salaried position requires copious amounts of overtime. In the end, my hourly wage was less than the people I was supervising. Favoritism, promoting people into positions who have no business being there. Larger companies that kill competition, innovation by buying out smaller companies just to stop what the smaller company is doing, or even keep lobbying the government to create barriers, restrictions for entry. Employer wage theft is said to exceed the amount of normal theft in the U.S. https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/wage_theft. Selling user data. Hire them as independent contractors so that you don't have to actually give them any benefits, travel, healthcare, etc. And so you have a quick tax write-off, but still force them to sign exclusive contracts where you can't work anywhere else. WWE would be freaking screwed if anyone with money ever tried suing them and didn't take a settlement. Settlements mean no decision can be made. It would force a decision they wouldn't like. Giving your employees just few enough hours that they don't qualify as a full-time employee, so you don't have to pay them benefits. Unpaid internships. In Australia, businesses would open for 11 months. They would sell products for cheaper than their competitors could because they paid no tax on them a year. Then when tax time came, they would wind up the business to start a new one in a month's time. It was so common business tax went from being done yearly, like income tax, to being done 3-monthly. Might be even more frequent now. I've been out of Australia for the last 18 years. Fine print. I always read it because all the bad stuff is there, but so many don't know too. Firing people for medical issues. I don't know about all the states etc. If anyone knows, please illuminate. A coworker of mine took a long medical leave for a spinal issue she was having with her neck. I believe she had surgery and then was on leave for a few weeks. Doc recommended not working more than 4 hours a day. When she came back with that news to HR, they fired her on the spot. I thought medical issues would be a discriminatory termination, but apparently they can just let you go if the state is at will. Sorry you had this invasive surgery that cost you a fortune, but you don't have a job anymore. See ya. The technique where places like Starbucks open an unnecessary amount of stores so that their competition, such as smaller, family-owned coffee shops, are out of business, then close the extra shops down. Savage. Letting people ass-kiss their way to the top when they are highly unqualified happens more than it should and causes a lot of issues for people who are under them or who didn't get that position because they don't ass-kiss, but are way more qualified. Convenience fees for online transactions. Bribes are super common. Categorizing your employees as salaried simply so that you don't have to pay them overtime if they are forced to stay late. But wait, you came in late? Make up those hours. Over half of U.S. university instructors are part-time faculty, paid per class. Adjuncts and graduate students, none full-time. No job security, no benefits. Often these teachers commute school to cover enough hours to make a living wage. Tenured professors work hard and deserve the benefits they receive, usually, but the rest of the faculty are barely making a living and can barely pay off their own school loans. Edit. https://www.op.org/sites/default/files/101/12018%20 data%20 snapshot%20 tenure.pdf. https www.up.org/site/default/files/101/12018% 20 snapshot 20 tenure.pdf. Not notifying you when you're billed as part of a subscription. Lobbying the government to change the law to benefit your business. You pay for electioneering. They get elected and hook you up. Lower taxes, weaken regulations, etc. Hacking democracy. 0-hour contracts. Basically you're a full-time employee, but have no set hours, and have to come when you're called, or otherwise be scheduled as they see fit. Edit. Lots of queries. Here's a Wikipedia article on this issue that answers most questions better than I can. https://wikipedia.org/wiki/0-hour_contract. Planes overbooking their flights. You are literally selling something you don't have. Hiding all your assets and going into bankruptcy so you don't have to pay the people you screwed over with your addictive medications. Insider trading. Nepotism. Giving people an hour below what is considered full-time so they don't need benefits. And also apparently changing people's time cards frequently. Every job I've had has done that. And at the expense of my hours, pay too. Expensing items that should be capitalized. Giving employees the boot because they are in their 50s and can be replaced by 20-somethings. Especially when they might qualify for a pension after a few more years. Firing employees for either trying to advance their education or trying to form a union. My dad is a night shift nurse at a hospital with rather high turnover rates, and his employment contract had a clause stating if he started or joined a union, he'd not only be fired, he'd be completely blacklisted from all the hospitals in the area. There have also been several previous managers there who would routinely fire people if they even thought those individuals were taking classes to get higher certificates or degrees. Mechanic doing work on your car you don't need. I brought my car in when my axle broke to a shop I don't normally go to. The car was damaged beyond repair, but they decided to add on a new set of tires before coming to that conclusion. Requiring cashiers to stand. This is a job that can be 100% completed while seated. There is absolutely zero benefit in requiring these low-paid employees from being on their feet for 8 hours a day. Telling the government you're losing money so you appear to have losses, and then telling the bank you are making money to show you can repay a loan. Lack of breaks in the service industry. By Illinois state law, any employer is supposed to give you at least a 15-minute break for every 4 hours they work. But if you want to take a break in the service industry, management will laugh.